what a silly looking monster. Hey everybody, it's Zig400 here, continuing straight off the last part. Yes, we're gonna raise this monster because it is Jaws, it is that deadly. But, now that we have successfully created our two monsters, I'm going to assign them to their individuals and show you the specifics of these two. Now, unfortunately, due to how these guys work, now this will take me a minute, but hold on. Yeah, I want him trained by Godfrey. He's a pacifist. Pacifists need lenient. Heroic require hardest. I like to go to the extremes. Now, Marlene, as she's saying right now, specializes in intelligent training. If you want a monster good in intelligence, you give it to her. Hares, they're great at intelligence. They're awesome. Meanwhile, on the other hand, Fukazo's are actually a rather balanced group. But there's a specific attack I want from the Fukazo's that's a physical attack. So I'm going to have it be with Godfrey. Now, you're not given anything that's specific to attack or intelligence. So you don't get the boost, but you want to get the monsters to start bonding with their breeders. Unlike number 4 and number 3 and all the others before it, it doesn't bond with one breeder. The one it trains with is the one the monster bonds with. As you may be able to see, me and Jack here, yes, it's spelled differently, though you can't tell that at the moment, actually have bonding. You can see a little bit of pink at the very bottom of the heart. But, that's the general basics of monsters and breeding. Or at least for now. But this is something else. If you come in here, you can see exclamation marks above the heads of your, friends or so on and so forth that say they need help. Like Lorox or Cake or something. And, sometimes when you come in here, monsters will be training with their actual equipment, like Jack is with a knife-throwing thingamajig. How you doing, buddy? Alright, so now that you've got 3 monsters on individual training gadgets, we'll go to the next week. And the mayor will approach you! Hello, Mr. Mayor, what's up, man? The mayor is going to ask you to go to Devil's Forest, which is the first dungeon in the game. Ever since you came to the circus, sorry, I should have been narrating that, things have been really different for me. Oh, is that bad? No, I guess not. In fact, it's kind of good. Fighting monster battles, exploring. I mean, I do like the circus, but I could really get used to this monster breeding life. Hell yeah. It does seem that way, doesn't it? Training at a circus, winning battles. Sick, I think you have the makings of a fine monster breeder. You think so? Absolutely. All that rigorous circus training is bound to make any monster stronger. If you've met a circus before me, you know she's saying the truth. Right, Zick. Now pick out your best monster. Nope, I'm taking all 3. And let's go to that... Let's go get that devil. I'll be helping you all the way. Okay, it's adventure time. Me, Nayuta, and Monster 2. What, you're not gonna call Jack by his name? You guys are jerks. Oh well, not gonna point anything out specific. The following week, you'll be allowed to go on an adventure. Well, not allowed, more forced. You don't really have to prepare for it. It's a tutorial level, pretty much. So, don't worry about it. Also, quick note, policies will change closer to what they're used to at the end of a month, at the beginning of a month. You want to keep resetting them until they get back to, until they harden to this. Now, unfortunately, that can also lead to problems when you have to raise a new generation. But again, we'll get into that later. So, I'm going to start the adventure now. Hooray! Explorations! This is the adventure setup screen, very basic. You choose all 3 of your monsters. choose their positions in the battlefield. I like them all in the back, personally, because I like to be in the far ranges. They're not really been a close-up fighter. Here you can set up equipment from beginner to illegal and level. I don't have any equipment, however, so we're just gonna go for it. You will get equipment later in the game, but truly I've never had a use for it. Welcome to the Devil's Forest. As you can see, I have my Pororo behind me. Now, it might have been smarter to have my, have a golem or something else with me that I could ride on, but I'm gonna do the old-fashioned leg pumping. So this is Devil's Forest, huh? Kind of a weird place, isn't it? What's the matter? You scared already? Of course not! Of course. Okay, let's go! What a jerk. Also, you'll want to look at the first spot you encounter. This is very important in case you lose against the boss of a dungeon. Because if you talk to the first one, and then the last one at the very end of the dungeon, you will be able to teleport between the two, meaning you could avoid the entire dungeon. Just in case you hate puzzle solving. Also, what you saw me do right there is control my monster. By pressing the triangle button, you can gain direct control of your monster and they can do anything. X makes them attack. In fact, a lot of attacks make them attack. Circle allows you to look at your map. Square opens the menu. Triangle makes the monster stop and go depending on what you want. Unfortunately, there's no command to tell them to follow you and not just obey your obedient commands. So, you normally have to leave them behind temporarily. Stray monsters that have turned wild are filled with feelings of hatred toward people, and that hatred turns their anima black. Only people who can sense anima's presence can actually see a black silhouette of anima. If you come into contact with a stray silhouette, it'll attack you. But if you win the battle, the stray will calm down and the silhouette will disappear. If you can take a silhouette by surprise, you'll have an advantage at the start of the battle, but on the other hand, if a stray sneaks up on you, you'll be at a disadvantage. So watch out. Very basic, very understandable. And that's our tutorial to multi-monster battles. Yay! This basically goes over what happened with the fight with Dottie. Just the difference is now we're using all of our monsters. I've noticed we have a theme of white, silver, and blue. Not bad for a team structure, if I have to say so myself. Alright, so, in order, what just asked us to do is shove the enemy twice. What you want to do is send your fastest monster first, your second fastest monster second, and then your slowest one last. Why? Because if they come into contact with each other, they're going to pause, like Fukazo just did. Come on, Jaws! It is time for destruction! Jam the square button to, again, shove the enemy. Now that you've done that twice, you're going to actually attack. But when linked with enemy, you cannot choose one. These ones you're not linked to, don't forget that. There are skills that can be used to attack all linked monsters at once. In team battle, distinguishing linking and skill is very important, so try to keep it in mind. All you have to do is continuously select skills. When choosing skills to use a continuous attack, the guts necessary is reduced in a continuous attack. Well, practice makes perfect, try it out. What she was just saying is that attacks cost guts, but you could also have your monsters attack in a continuous stream. Ooh, that was actually, oh no, that's not good. I'm gonna train it in physical attack anyway, so, that's something I'll get into in a minute, but who cannot say that rabbit is awesome? Fukazo Ninja! you can see why I wanted a Fukazo. They're just awesome. But, anyhow, now that we've attacked twice, they're going to teach us about traits, which I'll teach you about later when we actually have them, making percent, continuous attacks. Now she's going to teach us something really cool. I mean, really. When all three monsters have 50 guts and are linked, a special icon appears when choosing skills. There's a red icon that causes you to use a union attack. Union attack is not really that powerful. It can look really cool, but it's not powerful. I mean, in this case, it'll definitely be powerful. Special beam cannon reference. But as you can see, it may have seemed useful. The hair is moving them. I like that. But yeah. Union attacks aren't really that useful, and they're really expensive. I do keep a continuous stock, however, when I've finished giving a monster their movesets. Now we're going to look at a very important topic. Looks like my instrument is reacting to something. The anima command has been added to the menu. I bet it's reacting to the purified anima of the strays. Purified anima? Question mark. That's right. When strays regain their inner peace after a battle, their hearts open up and overflow with anima that's been returned back to its normal state. Spiritual things. Your instrument resonates with that anima and embraces the anima level of our own monsters. Like over 9,000! Through anima, monsters can obtain great power, quite different from that which they receive through being raised normally. I had no idea this instrument had that kind of power. It's pretty amazing. You said it. Seeing you play that instrument was my whole reason for wanting to join this circus in the first place, after all, eh? Now you sure know a lot about a lot of these things. But still, you never talk about the important stuff. When are you gonna tell me more of what you know? I'd tell you, but that would ruin everything for the viewers, too. Sorry. Come on, let's go back to our adventure. Hey, wait, Nayuda! Exclamation points. Come on, Jack, catch up. I know you're faster than this. Teleport. Why can't I just hang on the jaws and you could teleport me everywhere? That'd be awesome. Well, then again, I think I may reassign them to training, although I really want that cool physical attack that will make Jaws live up to his name. I'm serious, there's a really awesome move. I bet, like, if you watched this and then looked it up, you could probably find it in about 20 seconds. But this is a real fight here. In this fight, everything is normal. You can get haywire in both blue and red. Blue means you go backwards, red means you go forward, and in this one you actually do decent damage. See? You have been squished like a watermelon. Ironic. As you can see, my monsters don't really have that much health. That's because of my choices of how to raise them and all. But considering how fast and deadly and accurate they'll be, I don't think it'll matter too much in the long run. I'm sorry. If something can teleport like that, it needs to be trained in intelligence. I think I'm gonna switch Gunbit, and yeah. I'd very much like Jaws to live up to his name, though. I really don't know what I'm gonna do about it. Hold on. I'm gonna see how much it'll cost. Oh, this is the Anima Point interface. You can use Anima Points that your monsters get in order to, put them into your monster's skills or traits. If you get enough of a monster's, traits... Wow, this guy's really intelligence-based. And he's all beams. Arrgh, that's irritating. I really wanted something cool. But for now, I guess we'll raise Jaws and intelligence. Besides, who doesn't want to hear his classic yodeling? He can teleport, he can lick. He's a very good one. Morty, as you can see, each one has a certain amount of cost, which we are nowhere near. But apparently, I have made all the wrong choices with my monsters. I'm really glad I noticed that early on, or I would have been doomed. Because of all the emotional connection between monster and breeder and stats. Oh, that would have been a nightmare. And that is again haywire. So Ice Boom, Elemental, and Teleport. Bottom squishing. Teleportation. Oh, come on. He's freaking ninja. How did you dodge that? Teleport now! Teleport. Ah, there we go. Alright, I think from now on I'm gonna cut, battles, but I think that I'm going to finish off this, beginner's portion of the dungeon, and, as much as I don't want to end it here and now, also your monsters can find random crap around the place, it's really nice, but I'm gonna have to cut it here, after the, story cutscene we're about to see. Ouch! Ow! What's a little kid doing way in here? Oops. Uh-oh. Does Heck hit up a Fukazo? Hey, wait, get back here! I want to know how to get that tail. Damn it. Hey, kid, wait. He's gone. Gee, Zach, do you think that kid just now could have been kidnapped by that devil monster? What? You're kidding. I never heard of monsters kidnapping people. Wow. Maybe I should... Nah, I'm not gonna make the reference. Let's go and ask the village head about it. Alright, everybody. Next time on Monster Rancher EVO, we find out why the heck there's a kid in this forest. I will see all of you later after a lot of training. I will see you all later. In the next part, we finish off the dungeon and talk to the village head. See you all later.